Hi, you have to forgive me. My girlfriend brought home the flu, so I've been feeling really down. Um, I wasn't going to make a video today, but there's breaking news. Colorado Supreme Court in landmark decision or ruling bans Trump from state's ballot under the insurrection clause. All right, let's go over this real quick. A bunch of activist, liberal, left-leaning judges in the state of Colorado declared former President Donald Trump is ineligible for the White House under the U.S. Constitution's insurrection clause and removed him from the state's presidency primary ballot. Alright, let's go over this real quick. For all you fucking judges that are doing this, you need to be hung in a public square. President Trump has not been convicted of insurrection in any court of law. Period. So, for you left-wing, left-leaning judges, you are interfering with an election. What you're doing is 100% election interference, and you should be hung by the neck until dead in a public square. Literally, you should be put to death. You activist judges, I'm sick of this. You have a president, ex-president, who y'all have impeached twice with no evidence whatsoever. And all the evidence we have against Joe Biden, y'all are backing him, making excuses for him. You impeached Trump twice. You have January 6th, which, by the way, the police were involved. The FBI was involved. Fucking Nancy Pelosi was involved in January 6th. We have video of her escorting her fucking niece or daughter, whoever the fuck she is, around the Capitol, recording, making her little documentary on January 6th. We have police escorting people and pushing people in the Capitol on January 6th. And you now, a liberal leftist Supreme Court, Colorado, I'm sorry, your state needs to burn to the ground. I'm sick of you leftist fucking judges not following the law. And here's the thing. Where is the insurrection for Joe Biden? Where is the corruption charges for Joe Biden? Where is everything going after Joe Biden? Y'all are hypocrites. And I am sick of it. What you're doing is election interference for the 2024 election because you know you can't win. You fucking judges need to be put to death. And I really hope and pray that some people in Colorado gather their guns up, hunt you down, and take you out. Because what you're doing is unconstitutional and illegal. President Trump has not been convicted of an insurrection. Period. In any court of law. That means what you're doing is unconstitutional and illegal. And you fucking judges know it is. So, you should all be put to death. Every one of you. In Colorado, you bet. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of seeing all this shit about January 6th. We see the videos. We hear your fucking lies. We see cops escorting people around, letting people in, pushing people into the doors. We see people were charged under bullshit for standing outside. But you got left-wing Democrats. Bowman pulling a fire alarm, stopping a proceeding, official proceeding. Why isn't he in fucking jail? Just like January 6ers. Is it because he's black or because he's Democrat? I don't care either way. Arrest that piece of shit. You fucking judges, you need to be taken out and shot. You really do. You cannot say someone who has not been charged under this crime is guilty of this crime. You cannot say someone that has not gone to court over this and has been found guilty is guilty of this crime. Just because you're a left-leaning judge, right there means you're corrupt and crooked, and you need to be taken out. I am sick of these leftist fucking judges. I am sick and tired of all this election interference crap that they're doing. I'm sick of the corruption. When you have the judges say Trump's guilty before court even starts, like that one pervert judge that was laughing about and saying Trump's this and Trump's that, and he's not entitled to a jury, and he's not entitled to this and that. Fuck you, you piece of shit. We all see how you are. We all see your bias, and we all see what you're doing. Every one of these judges should have a bullet put in their fucking heads and be done with it. You Colorado judges, you are interfering in the election. And because of that, you should be put to death. Every one of you. Send the FBI to my house. I don't give a fuck. Send the DOJ to my house. I don't give a fuck. Because I'm stating the truth. What y'all are doing is election interference. You cannot take somebody off a ballot when they haven't been charged with the crime that you're saying we're taking off the ballot for. Insurrection, my ass. Everyone out there, it's time to take up your fucking arms, and it's time to take this country back from these corrupt, crooked judges, these corrupt DAs, and these corrupt politicians. It is past time. It is time you make a stand. We saw the cheating in 2020. And now they're coming out with, well, yes, there were ballots that were double counted, or there were people that were not U.S. citizens voting in the election, and, we had ballot harvesting and all this, ballot drops by one person at like 50 ballots at a time. We saw the cheating. You coward Republicans allowed it to happen. You piece of shit coward Republicans need to be taken out of office and removed. You fucking Democrats, you wannabe piece of shit pieces of crap who are hypocrites. Why haven't you gone after Biden, Obama, Clinton? Why is it that every Democrat that does something you cover up for? Why is it every Republican that even looks your way? I'm not Republican. I think Republicans are spineless, cowardly pieces of shit. And people like Mitt Romney, they're lying pieces of dirt. They're nothing but Democrats. But for a Colorado Supreme Court to declare former President Trump ineligible under the White House's Constitution Insurrection Clause. First of all, they don't know what the Insurrection Clause is because apparently they have never read it. 1. 2. That will be a decision that has to be left up to the Supreme Court. 3. Donald Trump had immunity under every clause under the U.S. Constitution for anything he did as president while he was president. 4, they have not charged him with insurrection. So, this is Democrat liberal judges in Colorado. Here's what it says. Colorado's highest court overturned a ruling from a district court judge who found that Trump incited an insurrection for his role on January 6, 2021 attack on the Capitol. But he said it was not barred from the ballot because it was unclear that the provision was intended to cover the presidency. All right, let's get this straight. Trump said peacefully and patriotically, go let your voices be heard. Not once did he say enter the building. But he did say, do not fight with the police. So, these people are liars. These fucking judges are lying hypocrites, and they're pieces of shit. And I guarantee, Trump's attorney, yeah, they will appeal this. But the fact these leftist fucking Democrat judges did this, they need to put down like the fucking dogs they are. I'm sick and tired of these fucking liberal Democrat judges being one-sided. You're going after this guy for something he did not do, but you won't go after Joe Biden and his flunkies for stuff he does or did. It's time you take this fucking country back, people. Stop the fucking illegal immigration bullshit. I don't care if we have to send armed people to the border with shoot-to-kill orders. If that's what it takes to stop this, then do it. I don't care if these fucking Democrat and leftist judges get hung by the neck till dead, because that's what needs to happen. I am so sick of this left-leaning, left-wing bullshit. I am tired of it. What they're doing is election interference, 100%. And here's the thing. In Colorado, you have enough leftists. You could have charged him with insurrection and probably got away with it. But y'all didn't. So you cannot go after somebody for insurrection when you did not charge them for an insurrection. When they never went to court for an insurrection. So, I immediately say, any judge that does something like this should be hung. I'm sick and tired of these liberal, leftist, corrupt judges pushing their agenda on us. Pushing their bullshit on us. And you know what? It's time to stand up and say enough. It's time to take this country back from these leftist judges. And the sad thing is, you fucking people voted for this crap. And I'm so sick and tired of hearing about Trump did this whole insurrection crap because they're taking his words out of context. When you listen to him, he says, go and peacefully and patriotically let your voices be heard. He also says, do not fight with the police. So, gee, where's the insurrection? There was none. Then you have that bitch Nancy Pelosi walking her fucking daughter or niece, whoever the fuck she was, filming herself saying, yeah, Trump needs to come here so I can punch him in the face and we can get him charged and shit. Really? And you want to talk about insurrection? You want to talk about going against laws? How about Hunter Biden not showing up for a subpoena and fucking Eric Swalwell helping him have his little press conference outside the Senate against this U.S. subpoena? See, Democrats pull this crap all the time, and no one does anything about it. Guess what, people? You see how our country is going. Stand your fucking asses up, stand your ground, and stop this shit. Because there's not going to be a country left. And if you want your kids and your grandkids growing up in shit like this, fuck you. You're worthless. You don't need kids and you don't need grandkids. If you're not going to stand up to this kind of crap, go fuck yourself. And your kids and grandkids deserve exactly what they get by your choices. So, This is a small group of people filing lawsuits to try to get Trump removed from the ballot. This is like 6 people. The liberal group behind those cases, free speech for people, fuck you and your goddamn bullshit Nazi group. Free speech for all people, or free speech for people, gives us our own choice, gives us our own decision. It does not say your little bullshit group should make the choices up and minds up for everyone else out there. Fuck you, you Nazi pigs. You're Nazi pigs. You think your little brain should be able to determine who everybody else can vote for? Fuck off. And if I ever find your fucking free speech for people little group, you're going to regret this, because I will personally make sure you regret it. And the thing is, they have filed lawsuits, and apparently Oregon, Colorado, Washington, let's see, where else? A Michigan judge. So, you got a group of people, liberal leftists, demanding Trump be removed from the ballot, taking your rights away from you to be able to vote who you want to vote for because they don't like Trump? I cannot wait for this country to fucking burn to the ground. I am sick of seeing how this country is going. I'm sick of seeing it going downhill. I cannot wait for these fucking judges to get what they deserve. And this little group, free speech for people, I hope you get what you deserve. Then we got, let's see, Citizens for Responsibility and Ethics. Really? I can't wait for your group to fucking burn to the ground too. I can't wait for you motherfuckers to get put in your place. You do not decide who everyone else in America can vote for. You Nazi pieces of shit. I am so sick of this crap. Today's 12/19/2023. And this is the story. Right here. Colorado Supreme Court in landmark ruling bans Trump from state's ballot under the insurrection clause. You know what? Here's the thing. Under insurrection clause, they should ban Joe Biden for not protecting their fucking states. And they should, shouldn't they? I am so sick of hearing about this kind of crap. Trump didn't do anything, 1, illegal, 2, unconstitutional. 3, Trump had a power and authority to declassify shit and keep shit. Joe Biden has had classified documents since he was a fucking senator. Why hasn't his home been raided yet? Why hasn't that piece of shit been locked up yet? I don't care if he's president now. He had this shit from when he was a fucking senator. Presidential immunity will not protect him from before he became president, will it? I can't wait till Joe Biden's out of fucking office, and any worthless, gutless Republican that will not go after these fucking people needs to be removed. I'm sick of seeing a one-sided, one-tier justice system. I'm sick of seeing Republicans worthless and weak. And I'm sick of seeing Democrats cheat, lie, and steal. And I'm sick of seeing these liberal, leftist, fucking Nazi-ass judges who make a ruling before court is even done. When you got this fucking judge up there who, you know, half naked, whatever the fuck he is, who made a ruling before the trial of Trump even started that Trump was guilty. That's that Letitia James bullshit bitch. And that her fucking bitch judge. When he decided Trump was guilty before trial even started. He should have been removed from the fucking bench immediately. Stand up for your country. Because if you don't, you won't have a country to stand up for. I'm sick and tired of this crap. When little bitty liberal leftist groups can sue in a state to have the person you want as president removed from the ballot, they're doing everything they can to get that man off the ballot. Because they know if he makes president, day one, he's coming after them for their corruption and for their crimes. And he should. I don't care if your little bullshit fucking state removes him. Write him in. Say fuck everybody else. Scratch them off. Everybody else. Scratch them off and put Trump. That's all you have to do. Then let's see how they count that vote. If they even count that vote. And let's see what happens. If they'll cheat again. Because they're already cheating. Alright, I'm fixing to go. But it's right here. Colorado Supreme Court and landmark ruling bans Trump from state ballot under insurrection clause. Every one of these judges needs to be put to death. And that's all there is to it. Stand your ground, people. If you haven't, and if you refuse to, don't bitch and complain when things get bad, because you allowed it to happen. And you fucking judges, hey, you know what? I hope every one of you finds that life is going to really suck. And I hope every one of you find your way to hell very quickly. Alright, I wasn't going to make a video today. I uploaded a video to Rumble today, but this just popped up like 6 minutes ago. It is 5:53 p.m., 12/19/2023, and Colorado Supreme Court and landmark ruling bans Trump from state's ballot under insurrection clause. Yeah, they're doing everything they can to remove him. And all you these crooked judges need to be stopped one way or the other. I don't care how. I don't care if they're stopped by being tied and drawn and quartered or hung. Corrupt judges, corrupt people in the courts, they're doing everything they can do so they can take your choice away from you. Don't let them, because if you do, it'll never stop. Make them put the fear back in them where it belongs. Seriously, make them afraid that they're not going to rule this way again. You cannot charge somebody under insurrection if they haven't been charged and convicted under insurrection. That's like charging somebody for bank robbery when they've never set foot in a bank. These judges need to discover the fucking hard way and need to have the fear put into them for being corrupt. They should never have been on the bench in the first place. And they deserve exactly what comes their way, whether it be bad or worse. Alright, I'm going. Don't let this shit stand. And these little fucking groups, these groups that are suing to take your rights away, let's see. Free Speech for People is one group. Citizens for Responsibility and Ethics is another group. Remember those two groups. These Nazi fucking groups that are trying to take your right away from you are those two groups. Make those groups pay. Because if you don't, it won't just be this election. They will determine who gets put on this ballot and who doesn't. Because that's what they're doing now. Make them pay. Alright, that's it. I'm fixing to go. And these fucking judges need to be hung in the fucking square by the neck till they're dead. It'd only be right. It'd only be fair. And you know what? That should be 100% legal to do that with a corrupt judge. Alright, I'm going. Like I said, I wasn't going to make a video. I don't see YouTube leaving this up for long. Hopefully somebody gets to see it. That's it. Bye.